Why I write? I write to get all my pain out on a Microsoft Word document. It's blank, and I sit there waiting for words to come. And I make up fictional characters that are really parts of me, and I talk with them. I'm currently writing 2 novels, Beautiful Madness and Hunger. I had this dream that for a long time I insisted actually happened, where I went on a field trip with my college on a bus to Southside. I had this book called Hunger, and my teacher told me to get my head out of the book and actually talk to people. And in this class that I just dreamed about, there was a boy, a teenager. He looked like a teenager, but he was in college, that had Asperger's disorder. It was God's way of letting me know that I'm autistic, and that I was meant to write a book called Hunger. When I had the book in my hand, I assumed it was about a starving artist, and out of starving, and how that enlightened you makes you love God more. Anyways, that one has 2 pages. Beautiful Madness has 71 pages. I made up characters: Shay, Abigail, Aurelia, Rose. I write about autism. Rose has autism. Shay, Abigail, and Aurelia used to be tigers, and they became identical female twins. I write because it's joy to me. God possesses me, and I write. He gives me the words to say. He edits my novel. He adds pages to it. I'm a heaven prophet. Sometimes I wonder if me and my twin were Daniel. Anyways, I write about fairies and elves and archangels, other kin, people. Hold on, that's a text or something. New voicemail. I'm gonna listen to it later. Anyways, I write because I love writing. I always ask God to help me write in a poetic way, something that would draw the reader in. Some readers read a book just for plot. Humans. It's a human thing. Human books just have good plots. Here's a book. This is a book I'm reading. It's basically a dystopian novel about there being many planets. It's about an ape girl who isn't human. It's a really good book, but it shows me sometimes because my dad drove me to many planets. Serious, I'm not even joking. There are many inhabitable planets. Me and my twin thought aliens would invade your house, taking down the ceiling like this. We were our ceiling. So we had to stay up all night so they wouldn't take us to a different planet. And we decided to make a pizza together. And we made it and ate it and stayed up all night. At least we thought we were staying up all night. It might have been a waking dream. Anyways, I had a dream about this book called Hunger. I knew it had to be written. For a long time I wanted to read it. And I didn't know it was my job to write it. Beautiful Madness is my memoir. My life story. The people I met. My twin. My story. What I found as a writer is you have to get your story out first. A non-fiction book disguised as fiction with some fiction in it. When I was younger, I wrote a book called Magic Cuna. I should have just called it Cuna. Basically, it was about a girl who had MS or was paralyzed in a wheelchair, and her grandmother taught her how to walk. Her siblings hated her, and she went to Russia to fight the communists. I sent it in to be published, and they said they really liked it, which probably meant they wanted to publish it. But I was a kid. I still had about an 8-year-old brain, so I didn't understand that they wanted it to be published, and that I was supposed to write them back and say, "Do you want to publish it?" But that's okay, because I don't like the novel. The novel I'm writing now is my story. You have to get your story out. So I used to be anorexic, and a book about anorexia I was reading says one way to recover is you have to get your story out on paper. Write your pain out instead of starving your pain out, or cutting your pain out, or burning your pain out, or drinking your pain away. It's okay to smoke ganja. Smoking ganja helps you write. For me, when I read, words come more easily. I strive for poetry. See, look at my elf ears. They're a little bit round, because that's fairy ears. See, there's a point here. It's gonna get pointy. I really want to have elf ears, more than anything in the world. Okay, I love God more than that. At least I hope I do. Write your secrets. Write your pain. Write your love and your joy. Write your story. Write why you came here. What you came for. Write about your purpose and your vocation. Writing is my vocation. So is gymnastics and figure skating and ballet. And nutrition and physical therapy. I saw this physical therapy office. I want to walk in an appliance. I don't have any experience, but I definitely know how to teach people how to walk. I've taken many classes in a school very far away. It doesn't have any name, it's just classes. I know how to do it. But I guess writing a novel that inspires people, that shows you that once you're paralyzed, you can walk. Because I was paralyzed, I got so cold, hypothermia as low as 20 degrees. I thought it was a million below zero or 1,000 below zero, which really just around 10 or 20. And that's way too low too. I might have exaggerated a little bit, but that was just what I guessed. Because I was freezing. They thought I was dead. They took me up to the ward in a wheelchair. The wheelchair turned into a chair. And then God stumbled around. Was like, oh my God, I was right. If you're paralyzed, you can walk. I know I'm an archangel, but humans who are paralyzed can walk too. In physical therapy, there are parallel bars. I say, force yourself to get off the wheelchair. Hold on to the parallel bars. Force your legs to walk. I plan on writing about my experience of being paralyzed and walking around until I have it perfect, and then God healing me. Write to help people. Write to serve God. Write something that inspires people and makes them love themselves more. That's why I write. I write because I'm called to write. That's all.